I just walked in the door of the building over there right when I walked out. Tan car, I think, was a stalker. This guy is gonna load up this white truck. That guy's got a red shirt. That's at the red door. It's closing right next to me. And then the door is gonna close as the tan truck drives by. And the white car started. And there's a guy loading a bike in a truck. Gonna do it right when I walk up to the street. I saw a white SUV turning to the right of me. That was a 44 on it. This car just pulled up right now, and people just walked out over there at the same time that started to back up. And there's a silver truck, and that was a silver car, and then there's a whitey, and there's a tan, or a silver, I guess. Is this silver? It's tan. These are red. This is red meeting the red. That looks like the black and silver, and I think that was a whitey that just turned to park over there. And then there's a tan car. And there's a red car meeting the red car, and then there's a white car with the red car. And then this car is gonna sync with this car, right? I thought it was gonna be another black car. She just came out the door and they got to the intersection as they synced. She's opening the door as the car drives in front of me. I think it was synced. Here's the tan car. Is it synced? I don't know what all is synced right now. I got a feeling these are a bunch of whiteys, and this tan truck is probably one. This car just started driving forward. Now it's backing up. And then there's a red truck meeting the red truck, and then there's a white SUV or silver and black, and silver, black and silver and silver. And that door just closed across the street. Is that a sink? It's opening again when that car gets to the intersection. And then these cars look like they're syncing with each other. And then these are black and silver. And they look synced in front of me. And this has one light. Looks like a bunch of red and blue sink heads, and this guy has his arm out the window, and this whitey pulled up with the red and blue sink heads. I don't know about the guy with his arm out the window, but it's just the thing the stalkers do, you know? It's just the thing people do, though, too, so maybe he's just a guy with his arm out the window. I don't know. Which one's synced, which one's unsynced, I don't know. I think this whitey pulled up with that whitey truck. I think these cars are synced with each other. And this car's lights flashing. I don't know when that started to happen. Was it synced? Probably. Oh, it's not flashing anymore. Are these two black cars synced to each other? And this white truck? And this red car? And this white truck? And this white car? And this red car? Those are all sync heads. Oh. $55. The silver truck just pulled up and the black truck turned and drove in front of me or whatever. And then there's another silver car pulling up with it. And then there's a whitey when it starts to drive. And then it has a 33 on the silver car. And then this white truck is gonna sync with this car. It's gonna drive right when it pulls up. And then there's a silver car with the black car. And then there's a red car, and then there's a red car. And then there's a black car with the black car. And then there's an arm out the window. And there's a 66. are both silver. Oh wait, that's white. These two cars just pulled at the same time as each other. It's a green car, you know. They just throw a green car occasionally. Kind of like the tan cars, just one occasionally. What about these cars? I think they're sinks. What about the red truck? He kind of looks almost synced with this car and has red rims. And then this is three black cars, and then a red truck, and then a blue car. And then there's a guy on a bike rolling up. And then there's a student car rolling up, student driver car. And then there's a blue car behind the blue car. And then there's a blue car meeting the blue cars. And then there's a white truck with the student driver car. And he's touching his nose, I think. And then there's a silver car meeting the white truck with a 55 on the plate. And then this tan car, and then there's a silver or a white truck, and then there's this soccer truck. And then there's this car that looks stockered up with a 66. And then this has a C3 on it. Any of them not a stalker? This has a 93 on it. And it's stopping. Oh, because the student driver car. It's gonna drive right as this whitey drives behind it. And then this is pulling up with the whitey. And then this is pulling up when the whitey drives, and it's also silver. And then this is also silver. And then this is the mail van. And then is this a tan car? And then here's a whitey with the mail van. And then I think this car is pulled up synced. And then this blue car is kind of synced. And then there's a red car. And then there's a white car. And then there's a red car. And then there's a white car. And then is this guy synced? What about them? Are they synced? What about this tan car? Is it synced? Is it synced with this tan car? Oh, it's a white car. There's the whiteys for sure. Well, I know that was the whiteys for sure. They're in front of me right now. And this green truck. a guy on a bike at the same time with a red hat. Someone's getting a whitey. She's opening the door as they walk behind her car. She's closing the door as this whitey drives by me and starts the whitey. This whitey's just been sitting here with his lights on the whole time. Like, it turned and parked there right after I sat down. They got a red shirt. Are they a stalker? I don't know yet. It's a black car and then a silver car and then a silver car, so probably. And then another silver car. And then this whitey just took off. And then this is a silver car. It's a silver car with the last silver car. And then there's a blue car. Did it sync with the silver cars? I think the silver car just turned and parked when the blue car drove in front of me, and then he's meeting a red car at the intersection. And then as he did that, these guys were laughing. So they were probably doing that synced, and they're gonna walk behind me synced. Most likely. And then the red car is meeting a whitey. The one that was meeting the blue car is meeting a whitey. Oh, and then the whitey took off. Did it take off when the red car met the whitey? They're walking behind me as the whitey drives in front of me. And then this red car is turning to park as the whitey's going through the intersection. And then there's a blue car, a gray car. There's a gray car with a tan car right behind it, and then they're meeting this car is a black car. Oh, it's another gray car. And then this car pulled up when it drove in front of me. Is it another gray car? It's a blue car, and this is a red car, and this is probably another blue car. It's 66. It's a gray car, not a blue car. It has 66 though. What about this white SUV? I think he was syncing with the other stalker getting over to that intersection. And then this truck is gonna drive right when this drives in front of me, probably. Yep. And then it has a military license plate. And then this whitey just came out right now. And then there's another whitey truck. And then this car is gonna sync with it. And then there's a guy with the red shirt getting in a red truck. He's opening the door as his car drives by his car. And then it's gonna sync over here with these cars. And then 86. And that's blue. And they're both blue. And this is blue. And then that truck took off, synced with the cars, I think. And then he's gonna meet this blue car with his red car. And then he's gonna meet the orange car with his red car. And there was an engine sound like over there somewhere that sounded synced. This guy's got his arm out the window. And A car door just closed right when he drove through the intersection, the arm out the window guy, and it looked like a bunch of other sync cars. This is a tan car. This is a cop right when he gets across the street. And this car pulled up, synced with him, I think. And this is a silver car, and is this a silver car? And this blue car, and this car door is closed with a red shirt. Same time, and then another cop, and a whitey, and an arm out the window guy with the whitey, and another whitey with 33, and an 8642. And then, is this all a bunch of black cars right now? Or is this a blue truck? It's a blue truck. It has 123 on the license plate, and it's gonna park right in front of me. As this whitey's getting to the intersection. He's got a camo hat. Oh. This has a 44, and it's a LabCorp car. I haven't seen those. This has a C3. It's a green car. Yeah, I used to see the LabCorp cars like every day. I don't see them every day anymore. I see them like once a month maybe. Back in what's gonna happen right now? It says 44 on it. There's a whitey right now. Silver and black pulling up to the intersection as the truck takes off. Is the camera shaking right now? It's because I'm cold as fuck. It's like cold outside right now. These just got to the intersection at the same time as each other. Oh. I see some of the red shirt getting in a whitey. It's usually not a good sign. Oh, this car just took off. Is it synced with the red shirt whitey? These are both black, turning simultaneous. And then he just stopped right as that car turned. And now he's gone again. These look like black and silver. And then this red car is pulled up, and then the whitey's taken off. It's more black and silver. And there's the whitey with the red shirt. With the last car. Oh, there's another one. I think that one has a 33, and he's meeting this whitey. And there's this engine sound, this truck that drove by me. And then, where do they come from? Are they gonna stalk? I don't know yet. These are both silver. And there's the student driver car again. It's also silver. And there in front of me as the student driver car turns, and then there's a black car after the silver cars. And then this car is pulling up as they're walking up. And then this car is pulling up. This has a C45 license plate. And there's an engine sound to the right of me. And this has an 86. And this is green. And this has an 88. And this has a military license plate. And this has a red shirt. And this is pulling up at the same time. And this black car, I think, was syncing with the silver car turning. And has a 77 on it. And there's a whitey meeting it across the street. And there's another whitey behind the whitey. And it's stopping at the intersection, and the other one drives in front of me. And the arm out the window. And then there's two silver cars. And then there's gonna be a whitey. And then there's another whitey. And that whitey has a 33, I think. And these look synced. And this whitey looks synced. And this car is synced with two red cars, I think. And this is a blue van. The red car. And these and all of the cars. And it's synced again. And then there's a blue car and a blue car. Yeah! And then is this a blue car? Oh, it's a black car. It had a C3 license plate though. And then this is a black car, the 77, and that's a silver truck, and that's a black car, you know, so I think it was a black stalker regardless. They just got out of the whitey finally. It was right when this Domino's car pulled up. It's been sitting there for a half hour, or however long I've been sitting here. Here's the whiteys. Here's another whitey. They just closed the whitey door again. The back whitey door. The red shorts. This is a green car. And they're going in the building right now out of the whitey. This is a 66.